Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch in St. Augustine, Florida, the oldest city in America, and we haven't been here in the ancient city in a while, since November. If you've been getting off the couch with us over the past year or two, you know we've been doing a lot of exploring and filming here in St. Augustine. It is an amazing city to explore with numerous museums, historical buildings, excellent local cuisine, boutiques, galleries, and much more. So costs can really start to add up, and rather quickly. We do hope to provide some relief with our third installment of free things to do in St. Augustine. We have 6 more free activities to share and a bonus activity, and some of these we covered in other videos and some we have not. So thanks for getting off the couch with us here in St. Augustine once again, and let's get started. As I mentioned previously, this is the oldest city in America, founded in 1565. So the city is full of historical buildings, statues, and markers to walk around and see at no cost. Which is why we recommended walking around the city and observing the different historical buildings, statues, and markers as a free activity to enjoy in our very first free things to do in St. Augustine video, which is in the description box. So London thought it may be redundant to name walking the Bridge of Lions as a free activity to do while in St. Augustine, since the entire city is pretty much filled with historical and cool things to see while walking. I felt walking the Bridge of Lions deserved its own separate recognition as a free activity while in this historic city, because the Bridge of Lions begins and ends with lions. So there is a start and stop point, a task to be completed in my opinion. These are Medici lions modeled from the historic Medici lions that adorned the Villa Medici in Rome at one point. The first pair of lions were placed on the western side of the bridge in 1927. Meet Faithful and Firm. The Bridge of Lions is obviously named after these magnificent and bold works of art. And if you start your trek from the west side of the bridge with the original set of lions, it's about a half a mile walk over this drawbridge. And the walk is just beautiful. Crossing this drawbridge takes you across Matanzas Bay, where you'll see boats of all sizes, jet skis, dolphins. This is just a fabulous view. It's the evening, almost sunset now as I'm walking, and the hues in the sky just add an additional layer of beauty to this walk. Now, we did come back during daylight to see the newest set of Medici lions. These lions were given to the city of St. Augustine during the city's 450th anniversary in 2015. They were placed here in Davis Park. This is peace and happiness, and I definitely don't feel like these lions get the same amount of love and attention as their fellow lions, Faithful and Firm. I don't know if they're seen as much as Faithful and Firm, which is why I believe walking the Bridge of Lions is a fun and free activity to enjoy in St. Augustine. If you agree or disagree with me, definitely let me know in the comments. The inscription on the statue reads, "St. Augustine, the city we love." We're actually kind of fond of St. Augustine too. I'm just kidding. We absolutely love St. Augustine. That's the whole reason why we do these videos, so we can stretch our dollar more, and that means that we all can visit more and we all can explore more in this city. So let's go ahead and move on to our next free activity, and that's the Governor's House Cultural Center and Museum. It's located within the historic district of St. Augustine. Now, this has been the site of multiple government offices since 1598, and you can follow an exhibit through the colonial period and the American period, detailing the role that this site played throughout history, as well as a timeline detailing the history of the Governor's House. Often, this historical building will house special exhibits as well. The exhibits change throughout the year, and a new exhibit is slated for the end of May 2022. I did ask, and I was told that the new exhibit will feature artwork from local artists. So even if you visit once, that may not be enough, because the Governor's House Cultural Center and Museum offers interesting exhibits that change throughout the year, in addition to the information artifacts that remain on display that tell the history of this site. So, I have a question for you. Did you know that at one point St. Augustine had 3 forts? Now, we've already talked about Castillo de San Marcos National Monument in an earlier video. That fort is the biggest and the most popular, and we talked about how the surrounding grounds of that fort and the outside exhibits is a great free activity and our first free things to do in St. Augustine video. Now since then, we've also explored Fort Matanzas, a fort designed to guard St. Augustine from the south. We recommend visiting Fort Matanzas as a free activity in St. Augustine as well, because there is a free ferry ride that transfers you across the Matanzas Inlet to Rattlesnake Island, where Fort Matanzas stands. We do recommend checking the ferry schedule prior to visiting. We'll have the website link in the description box because the ferry doesn't operate daily and it can also be affected by weather. In addition to traveling across the inlet and touring the fort at no charge, Fort Matanzas also offers trails to hike and gorgeous vast beaches to explore, again at no charge. If you'd like to see and learn more about this free activity in St. Augustine, we will have a link to our video of our visit to Fort Matanzas in the description box. Another site you can enjoy while in St. Augustine at no cost is Fort Mose Historic State Park. After brave Africans escaped enslavement from the British colonies, they fled south to St. Augustine. At that time, in the late 1600s, St. Augustine was under Spanish rule, and if the recently escaped men and women converted to Catholicism, they were granted their freedom. The men also had to agree to a term of military service. In 1738, Fort Mose was constructed and became the site of the first free black community in what is now the United States. The actual fort is no longer here, but if you make your way to the end of the walkway to freedom, you will discover the exact site of the second construction where Fort Mose stood. Traveling the walkway to freedom and gaining knowledge from the tactile informational signs is free. On the grounds, you can also view a barcachada, a small Spanish flatboat, a cookie hut, and a historic garden, also at no charge. There is a charge to visit the visitor center, and I do highly recommend checking it out if you can. It is $2 per person. Children under 6 are free. This is a visitor center that is jam-packed with historical information and intriguing accounts of the people who lived at Fort Mose. The media room plays a 12-minute video recounting the history of Fort Mose from its founding in 1738 to the departures of the citizens of Fort Mose to Cuba in 1763. The museum uses multimedia exhibits, artifacts excavated from the second site of Fort Mose, and lots more to illustrate this important part of history. The next free activity we recommend in this wonderful historic city is a visit to St. Photios Greek Orthodox National Shrine. Again, this is another site telling an important story in history. This is the story of the first colony of Greek people who came to America in 1768. We first came across this building during our walking tour of St. George Street. The link to that video and any videos mentioned are in the description box. This shrine uses exhibits to tell the challenges and triumphs of early Greeks in America, the development of the Greek Orthodox Church in America, and St. Photios Chapel. I highly recommend this for those looking for a quiet place to pray, reflect, meditate, or ponder. You can light a candle or just spend some tranquil time in this space. We do have another activity that we want to recommend, and I think it goes great with a visit to St. Augustine Lighthouse. After touring the many exhibits of the St. Augustine Lighthouse and Maritime Museum and taking on those 219 steps to the top of the lighthouse, why not enjoy a well-deserved break and take some time out at Lighthouse Park? Lighthouse Park is directly across from the lighthouse. Lighthouse Park displays historical markers further telling the story of the St. Augustine Lighthouse. The park has swings, tennis courts, picnic tables, a boat ramp, and a pier where you can fish from, and offers a beautiful walk and magnificent view of Anastasia Island's salt run. Now within this water, we keep hearing splashes and seeing splashes because there are fish jumping. Neither London or I know what these fish are called. If the phrase that I put in the Google search box, which is jumping fish, is correct, then my guess is that these are mullets. If you know, let us know please in the comments. And did you see the turtle's head pop up? My daughter and I were patient. We first saw the turtle and we've been sitting here waiting for the turtle's head to pop back up. That turtle is elusive or shy, or maybe the turtle's trying to hunt and we're interrupting the hunt. So I would recommend Lighthouse Park as a free activity in St. Augustine. This is a great place to view some wildlife, do some fishing, enjoy the views of the water, kick back, relax, maybe play at the playground. So what did you think of the list? I hope we suggested something that allows your wallet to take a little vacation as well while you're on vacation. We do have one more activity to recommend, sort of a bonus, at least an honorable mention, because technically this is in St. Augustine Beach. However, it is close about 10 minutes from the historic downtown district of St. Augustine. We are now enjoying a walk at Lakeside Park, Veterans Memorial Sculpture Garden, which is situated on Lake Anhinga. Admission is free, parking is free, and this is a great park to enjoy a picnic lunch. We have actually done that. It's very nice, or even a stroll in the park. Various sculptures in the garden by local musician and artist Thomas White. The Veterans Memorial is located here as well. There is also a small fishing pier and nature and some wildlife to enjoy. The jumping fish are here too, in droves. We can see them jumping and splashes are everywhere. As I just stated earlier, I believe these are mullets and will be called by that name until someone corrects me. So if I'm saying it wrong, if I'm calling them the wrong name, please let me know the right name and tell me in the comments. They are so active. My kids are loving watching them jump out of the lake and hearing the sound of the splash over and over. Okay, so that's our 6 free things to do in St. Augustine with an extra outing here in St. Augustine Beach. Give us your thoughts and suggestions because since we've been filming again in St. Augustine, we've been exploring and coming across more free activities. So suggestions are welcomed and appreciated. Needless to say, we will be back in St. Augustine as well in the near future. So if you enjoy this historic city or have plans to visit, please subscribe. It's one of our favorite cities to explore and visit. So we would love to have you off the couch with us again here in St. Augustine in the near future. As far as next week is concerned, the plan is to be back at Epcot in Walt Disney World to try out the newest ride at Disney. That's Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So this is footage from our most recent visits to Epcot. We don't have any footage of the newest ride yet. We're going to be going there, checking it out for the very first time. We get to see it a little bit early during the pass holder preview. So definitely subscribe, please. Get off the couch with us again next week and check out that newest ride with us. We want to hear your thoughts and what you think about it. And my goal would be to turn that video around really fast. So that video will probably be out earlier in the week than we normally put our videos out. So be on the lookout for that or have that notification bell on so you know that new video is available. As always, as far as this week, thanks so much for joining us here in St. Augustine, Florida. Thank you again for getting off the couch with us. Thank you for all the shares, the comments, the likes. We appreciate it all. We can't continue to do these adventures without you joining us week after week. So we always appreciate you being here with us. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.